Hi, this is Joe Craig at JK Outdoors. What I'm doing today is I'm making a tree stand location for morning stands, and the reason why I picked this spot is we're up on a south slope and I'm coming up my feathered edge on the west side of the property, and what I want to do is I'm going to create a travel corridor going about 50 to 75 yards down the slope, and right now I'm on top of the hill, and they pretty much call it a military crest because um, the bucks, when they go by, they got the vantage point on all the hunters because they get the wind, they're up high, and they have escape locations and things like that, so they actually have a lot better chances to get away right now. So what I'm going to do is go down the hill about 50 to 75 yards, and in one of my other videos I had this flat spot, a plateau that I'm looking for. I'm going to run along this ridge about 50, 75 yards down. I'm going to run along this ridge so that I could put in a deer stand up here high, and I want to funnel the deer or the buck to go along this edge so that when the doe trails come up, he'll be cross trailing, and this is during the rut too, so this is why I want to make it so this way. The only way I can hunt this is using a southwest wind. That's the only way, coming this way and going out off of this hill, and it'd be a morning stand. And that's the reason why I'm putting it up here. It's low impact on my west side, so I think it'll work really good in the morning, not to bust any deer out of my bedding area down here along the creek bottom. So the deer come out of the egg fields up here and they go through my food plots, and then they'll go up into the bedding and they hit the water sources along the way. When I make these travel corridors, I always have a destination for the deer to go to, otherwise you're kind of wasting your time. The deer aren't going to use it as much, so that way I have a destination with these travel corridors, and the deer actually on these corridors, it never leaves my property, because it doesn't make sense to have them running off on different travel corridors onto the neighbor's land then. So all these routes either go to a water source, a food source, or bedding, which exactly what they all need, to survive. So my woods is actually really thick because it's been logged like maybe 10 years ago. So I have a lot of short trees in here, and it's actually a maple. The whole top of this section is all maples. So what I'm going to look for first is I have to find a tree stand, a cluster of trees that I'll be able to hang a stand in. Otherwise, I won't have a good stand site, and that's number one before I even make a travel corridor across this plateau, because if I don't have a tree stand, there's no sense in even making it up here. So this is the trail right here that goes to my bedding area and my food sources and the water sources on the other side, what I call the playground. The only reason I'm up here now is because it's winter time, and this is the time to get your things done that you want for next season. This is your chance to come in with a chainsaw and actually work on your travel routes, where you want to hang your stands. Make sure you have everything all set for next year. The work never stops. This is like a 4-year project. I had said that before, and the work never stops. We did draw on a couple of really nice 8-pointers last year. My neighbor got a really nice 144 class buck. It was really nice 8-pointer. For an 8-pointer, it was very nice. So congratulations to him.